followed by the national anthem of Estonia.
Signore e signori, l'inno nazionale dell'Estonia.
National anthems then, done and dusted, handshakes all round. Very shortly we'll be underway in this fourth match of the day. And the 53rd match of the tournament. 397 goals so far we've had. We break the 400 mark in this one. Here's the Poland starting lineup, and Krzysztof Wisniewski starting off in goal for Poland once again. We didn't see Marcin Wolski at all yesterday. Poland just using the one goalkeeper. And that's going to be the case for Estonia as well. Just noticing the way they lined up there. They only lined up with 11 players. And that means that Markus Luk isn't with the squad today. So Vajko Tamovali, he's going to be in action throughout the match for Estonia. There you go, Tonsberg, shaking hands with a member of the Polish support staff. Here's Tonsberg, the Estonian coach. Poland have a player coach, Boguslav Saganowski. A few hardy souls have made their way out into the stands. It's really not very pleasant watching today in terms of just sitting around. It's chilly, that's the best way to describe it. The two captains there, Thomas Vidmuzik and Christian Marmor. And the referees for this match, four of them as usual in beach soccer, from Hungary, Azerbaijan, France and Spain. Saganowski in the distance there, you can see just sitting back now in fact, furthest away from the camera. It's going to be Poland who'll get us underway then in the red strip, playing from left to right on your screens. It's worth reiterating that this is going to be a very different style of beach soccer than perhaps you've seen in the past. I mentioned it earlier when we had France against Turkey. The sand very heavy, very sticky. Players will look to keep the ball in the air as much as possible. They won't want to pass the ball on the surface very much because more often than not the ball gets stuck in that surface. And from a player's perspective as well, the sand being very heavy, hard work running around out there. It's hard work at the best of times in beach soccer, running around top speed, 3 periods of 12 minutes, but it's even harder if you're running around in heavy sand. Been a disappointing tournament for Poland at the end of a disappointing season. Dropping out of Division A of the Euro Beach Soccer League. Frischkimut, was he fouled there by Alexander Saharov? Apparently not. Saharov, one of 3 players in this squad for the tournament for Estonia who play futsal for their country. The others are Roman Minlabayev, the number 3, and Marco Trusalu. Wisniewski bowls the ball forward. It's starting to drizzle again, I'm afraid. The rain returning. Saharov with the shot, off target. Vidmuzik, who conceded the first of the 2 penalties that Poland conceded last night in extra time against Italy. Gets the shot in there. There was no real dispute with that penalty, if truth be told. It was a clear foul on Frenetti. The second penalty was a disputed one, with Paolo Palmacci going down. Lukas Bukowski was the man who was penalised and ended up getting his marching orders for a second yellow card. So Poland picking from 11 today, just like Estonia. 12 players in each squad. In the first phase, only 10 were allowed to be selected for any match day. In the second phase though, all 12 are available. Only 5 obviously can be on the sand at any one time. And a second back pass there. Or was it? No, just miscounted myself there. It was a push on Witold Joba. See if we can make it out here from Cruz. Yes, a shove in the back by Leo Cruz. And he might put a bit of weight on today, Leo Cruz. I said yesterday that he's 61 kilos in a wringing wet shirt. Well, his shirt's going to be well and truly wringing wet today, I can promise you. Joba with a shot. I think Cruz is probably the lightest player in the tournament. Really looks as though he could be blown away. Sosi across to Tavi Tamo. Tamo, who plays his beach soccer for the Peugeot club. There are 4 players in this squad. And the referee's given a free kick there against Estonia. Well, Tamivali, I think, taking the ball out of the area and then taking it back in. He's not allowed to do that. Certainly not pick it up anyway, once he's done that. So Joba's got the free kick on the halfway line. Referee there, Istvan Nazaros of Hungary. This is his last tournament. He's retiring at the end of this. Joba drives it in wide of the target, so all's well that ends well for Tamavali there. Mentioned in the past that it's often a good idea to keep your free kicks low to try and exploit the uneven bounce. But I think when we see free kicks taken today, expect to see them being taken high. A complete miss kick by Trusalo on that occasion. And the reason I suggest they'll be taken high, looking for the top corners, free kick's going to be elevated. It's quite simple. If you keep the ball along the sand today, there's every chance that it'll get stuck in the sand, particularly if you're shooting from distance, because it really is soaking wet, the sand out there. You can see from the colour of it, it's a completely different colour than we've seen through the majority of the tournament. That's well done by Vidmuzik. Perashovsky, tackled by Tavi Tamo. Tamavali bowls it long, picks out Minlabayev, policed by Vidmuzik. Shot coming in from Sosi, wide of the target. Tamavali bowling the ball forward, and Saharov a little give and go with stuff. Saganovsky, the overhead from him. Saganovsky, what a star he's been for Poland. He's got the hunger to come again next year. 37 years young now. Side's been relegated. Will he play next season? Certainly hope so. Saharov with the near post, beaten away by Wisniewski. Saganovsky, one of the players for Poland, as Lennart gets a free kick there for the challenge from Saharov. Saharov has a wry smile, but I think there was some contact. Mentioning Saganovsky, Poland have been to the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals once. It was in 2006. Was there any contact there? I'm not sure. Saganowski was actually Poland's top scorer in that FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup of 2006. He's got 7 goals. Poland finished 11th there. That's their only time at Beach Soccer's top table. And they won't be adding to that tally next year in Portugal. Lennart with the free kick, drives it in, keeps it low. But, very comfortable there for Tamavali. On the far side, Christian Marmor, loop just wide. Marmor is part of a very select club at the moment in this tournament. He's scored in all 5 games that Estonia have played so far. Now, there are only 5 players in the whole tournament who've scored in all the matches their teams have played up to this point. Dejan Stankovic and Noah Lott of Switzerland are 2. I don't think we'll be seeing Noah Lott again, though, unfortunately. Suffered what appeared to be a very serious injury to his left knee yesterday in the victory over Azerbaijan, so I suspect his activities in this tournament have come to an end. Llorens Gomez of Spain, another player who's scored in every match for his country so far here in Jesolo. And to complete the 5 players, Dario Ramaciotti of Italy. So Stankovic, Ott, Llorens, Ramaciotti and Christian Marmor, the only 5 players to have scored in all the matches their teams have played so far. Lennart checks back inside. Piechnik goes square. Piechnik once more. Across the sand to Frischgemut. Daniluk. Picked up now by Andreas and Nico. That rain, thankfully, seems to have died a death, at least for the time being. 4 more matches to come after this. Marmor. Saharov at full stretch. He thinks that should be a corner. I thought there was contact from Daniluk. There wasn't, according to the referee on that far side. Daniluk racing forward, gets the shot in. Off target from him. See the Twitter hashtag there in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Keep in touch, let us know what you think of the action in this tournament, and indeed let us know where you're watching. Always a pleasure to hear from you. We've had tweets from all over the world, all across Europe. Tarashovsky, good run from him. In the end, Tamavali does well too. Minlabayev inside to Sosi. Frischgemut tidies up and finds Piechnik. Juggling skills from Piechnik. Picks out Jobber. Volley from him. Wide of the target. Those advertising boards either side of the goal, they really have taken a hammering in this tournament. Back of the net at either end has taken pretty much a hammering too. Marmor couldn't keep that one in. It's been a low-key start to this match. I think that's the best way to describe it. Saganowski. Tavi Tamo tries to go back to his keeper, not able to do so. Saganowski penalised for a foul throw there. Can't understand it, but the referee was quite insistent. There's the reason for it. Saganowski had both feet in the air when he took the throw. Got to have both feet grounded, of course, as in the 11-a-side code. Jobber with the throw. Exchanges with Vidmuzik. On that far side, Tarashovsky gets the shot in. Tamavali makes the save. Comfortable enough there for Tamavali in the end. straight into the midriff of the Estonia goalkeeper, Taavi Tammo. Estonia have only scored 12 goals in their 5 matches so far, so they've struggled to find the back of the net. "13 goals, I should say. 7 of those have gone to Christian Marmor, 3 to Alexander Saharov, 2 to Marco Trusalu, 1 to Marcus Look. The goalkeeper is not playing today. Saharov with the shot. Really repeats the problem that Estonia had during the promotional final. And they scored just 7 goals in 4 matches there. Goal forward, and Saganovsky disgusted with that distribution. And Vidmuzik is down now for that challenge by Kus. Looks at the referee in a crestfallen way, almost to say, well, please don't give a free kick, but he's done so already. Have another look at it here. High foot from Leo Kus. Dangerously high in the opinion of the referee on this near side. So this is going to be a free kick, and probably the best chance we've had to see a goal in this match so far. Thomas Vidmuzik hasn't scored in the tournament up to this point. Got 3 goals in the Euro Beach Soccer League this season. One of 3 players in the squad with more than 100 caps. Vitor Joba and Bogoslav Saganovsky are the others. Up he steps, and a good save from Tamivali. Spreading himself well and making a good stop with his left leg. And Frischgemut attempting to swivel on the volley with his right foot there, didn't get the contact he wanted. Kus has raced forward, down he goes, gets up again. Gets the shot in, blocked by Vidmuzik. He's still going, Kus. Was he fouled? No, he wasn't. At least in the opinion of the officials, and Nico does well there. Racing forward, Kus once again, and Nico again. Referee demanding that the players get up. Kus, last opportunity perhaps at the end of this first period. It looks as though we're heading for a scoreless first 12 minutes in this match. Indeed we are. Most apologetic hooter there in the end. I think that's been affected by the amount of rain we've had. Vidmuzik, his shot saved by Tamivali. And so both goalkeepers have ensured their sides keep clean sheets up to this point in time. Saganovsky making his point to his players now. But thoroughly low-key first period. I think that's the best way to describe it. Poland 0, Estonia 0. Let's have a look at the statistics. Poland just shading it in terms of attempts, but neither side has yet found the back of the net. Highlights from the first period, and not sure there's going to be an awful lot actually. That was an effort just wide from Thomas Vidmuzik. We're showing some of these things as highlights. Just gives you an indication of how little there was to get enthusiastic about in that first period. Shot driven in by Vidmuzik at the back end of the first 12 minutes, and Tamivali made a really good save there, and that was just about it. You can see how cold the people are who've managed to brave conditions to watch the action so far. We hope for better in the next 12 minutes. 0-0. Dejan Stankovic looking on, the Swiss bomber. He's already on his way to Portugal next year, and he's getting ready for a match against England a little bit later on. Top scorer in the tournament so far, Stankovic, with 14 goals. How many more can he score today, I wonder? Here we go then, getting ready for the second period, and Marcin Wolski takes over in goal for Poland from Krzysztof Wisniewski. Wolski didn't appear at all yesterday in the match against Italy. So it's going to be Estonia who will get us underway, playing from left to right on your screens. Straight away Marmor with the header, and there's a Poland player down who's in some difficulty as well. It's Taraszowski. He's clutching his head, he's rolling around. I think there was some contact there with Marmor as Marmor leapt to make the header. Oh, he's in real difficulty here. He's in great pain, it appears. He saw a serious injury yesterday. We know a lot. Let's have another look at it here now. Yes, he's just been caught by the flailing left arm of Christian Marmor. Oh, this is a worry. Getting a bit of ice treatment there to the cheekbone. Oh, I think there's some swelling there, isn't there? Let's hope he's okay. He's able to walk off, so that's good. Freedom tough in Poland, so it may well be that Taraszowski will be hoping to start play again a little bit later on. There's definitely some swelling around the cheekbone there. He's complaining he was elbowed. It's very difficult, if not impossible, to jump with your arms down at your side. It will give Marmor the doubt there, benefit of that doubt. It's worth reiterating that we'll see very different beach soccer today. The tempo of the matches will be very, very different indeed because of the way the surface is so wet. Very difficult to keep the ball on the sand and pass on the sand. So you'll be seeing a lot of passes taking place like that, the ball in the air. Daniluk, great save, Tamivali. Terrific stop. Low down to his right-hand side. Players will try to keep the ball in the air as much as possible because passing along the surface is fraught with danger because the ball is always liable to get stuck in this wet sand. Almost like glue, the surface. That's a terrific stop by Tamivali. Well struck by Daniluk. Only one player younger in the squad than him, and that's David Bazawa. Daniluk just 21. Nice early touch for Wolski there. Saharov does well, takes that off Saganovski. Pushes the ball forward towards Stuff. And again, that's the type of pass you'll see a lot of today. Ball in the air because of the dampness of the surface. Jobber fisted away by Tamivali. Hard work for the players as well because the sand is much heavier. And running around on this surface is a really tough assignment. Not that it's not tough usually in beach soccer, but in these conditions it's especially tough. Christian Marmor on that far side. Towards Tavi Tamu, does he keep that in? Yes, he does. Just about make out the blue lines around the pitch. Oh, he's done it again, Marmor. Well, he's kept up his record of scoring in every single match in this tournament. It's an incredible record too. Christian Marmor, goal number 8 for him, and Estonia take the lead. That was a really opportunist strike. He had to dig the ball out from under his feet. Tamau with the flick. It was a good turn, and the ball was stuck under his body, and yet he still managed there, you can see, to lift it over Wolski as Wolski came out to try and smother the ball. That was a terrific finish. Real goal scorer's instinct there from Christian Marmor. And the deadlock finally broken. In the 3rd minute of the 2nd period, Estonia take the lead. So Marmor keeps up his run of scoring in every match. And with Stankovic, Jurens and Ramaciotti can do the same. Wolski forward, and again there's an example of the problems that the players have today. That ball just almost stopped dead as Wolski tried to lift it towards Frischkemut. Volley from Wolski and a little flick header right in front of the keeper by Bazawa. Wolski's down under challenge. And the referee just having a word with Minlabayev saying cut that out. So it's going to be a free kick to Poland. Marcin Wolski. Let's have a look at what happened here. Well, it was something and nothing really, I suppose, wasn't it? Saw a little earlier. Shot of Dejan Stankovic looking on, watching the action. Swiss squad are here. We're in the players' enclosure away to the left of our commentary position, and they all look pretty happy and relaxed, and why wouldn't they be? Members of the England squad watching on as well. England and Switzerland, that's the next match up. England will be hoping to finish as high as 3rd in their group. In fact, I think that's already confirmed. Just have to think about that. Actually, I think Hungary, with their win today, have moved ahead of England. Yes, they have. So England need a win to seal the deal there. Minlabayev. With a foul there. Estonia have played in all the previous World Cup qualifiers. Reached the round of 16 in the first 3 of them, actually. Losing in the round of 16 to Russia, 6-0 in the inaugural World Cup qualifier in 2008. Losing in the round of 16, 9-0 to Portugal in Castellón in 2009. And losing 6-2 to Romania in the round of 16 in 2010 when the tournament was last year in Bibione. Lost in the group stages 2 years ago though. Losing out 5-3 to Romania, 4-3 to France, and they actually beat the Czech Republic 3-2, but they didn't go through, so they ended up bottom of the group. Their best win is 13-4 against Bulgaria. That was back in 2009, second edition of this tournament. Saganovsky crowded out there by Kus and also Sosi. Good music across the sand on that far side. That's good to see that Tarashovsky's back in action. Little flick from Saganowski. Tarashovsky! Good save from Tamuvali. He's been by far the busiest of the keepers because we've had 3 on the sand so far. Tavi Tamo's down. There's a free kick. He's clutching his chest or his windpipe, it seems. That's wide. Tamo with the throw, looking for Saharov. Nobody knows where it's gone. In the end, Vidmuzek gets it clear. Tarashovsky cuts inside and it's off a rasping shot there. Tarashovsky plays for the Grembach club. There are 4 players in this squad who play for that club, along with Thomas Vidmuzek, the captain Vitok Joba, and the coach Saganowski. And Saganowski scores. The big fella's done it again. Well, they say there are several certainties in life. Death and taxes are among them. And Saganowski scoring would have to be also up there in the grand final as well, I reckon. He really is Mr. Reliable for Poland. He's done it again. Wolski with the distribution. Saganowski, beautiful control. Improvised control. Look at that, that's superb skill. An absolutely fantastic finish. Joy on the bench. And joy for Poland. Wonderful goal from Saganowski. Just over 5 minutes to go in this second period, and we're all locked up at 1 apiece. Piechnik. Trumi Piechnik plays for the Hamarko club. There are 4 players in the squad who play for that club as well. Daniluk, Friskimut and Wolski, part of that club. There's contest between Grembach and Hamarko. Always worth watching. I imagine Polish training sessions are interesting if they divide motors up on club lines. Flick forward by Piechnik. Friskimut challenged by Minlabayev. Always done well, Friskimut. Still retains possession. Lovely close control by Pavel Friskimut. 4 goals for him in the tournament so far, and a bit of athleticism as well there. Saharov. Tamo back to his goalkeeper. Marmor. Marmor has to go all the way back to his keeper once again there. Minlabayev looking for the run of Marmor. Taking it way out of danger area, and then a crunching challenge by Saharov on Lennart. That'll be a free kick. And Saharov being spoken to, and well, Saharov clearly wasn't happy there. But it isn't Lennart, it's Daniluk who's down. And that's why steamed into by Saharov. He's a substantial figure, and the referee's right on the spot there. After seeing Saharov win a free kick against Italy a couple of nights ago, clutching his face and going down as though he'd been shot when there was no contact with his face at all, I think I have not a whole lot of sympathy for him if a free kick goes against him. It's a case of the biter being bit. Saganovsky. Overhead from him, but there's no one in the penalty area to take advantage. Minlebayev wins that in the air over Daniluk, but to no real purpose. Jobber battling away with Trusalu, and the referee's whistle has gone. Do you know, whisper it quietly, but I think there's a little bit of blue sky above us now. Mentioned earlier about Saganovsky and the role he's played. Marek Miller has tweeted in. Thank you for your tweet, Marek. Regular correspondent during the course of this tournament. Hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. You can see the Twitter hashtag in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Marek says, don't know what to think is going to happen when Saganovsky retires. Off the post. That's a great strike from Sosi. Wolski was beaten, but not the upright. Saganovsky really is a talismanic figure for Poland. And a wonderfully skillful player, and most importantly of all, he's a terrific goal scorer as well. And they don't grow on trees, goal scorers. Just saw that strike again from Sosi. So close to Estonia retaking the lead. A good tackle by Tarashovsky. That's going to be an Estonia ball. He can't believe it. About 2 minutes to go in this second period. Minlebayev gets the turn in, but he's adjudged to have acted illegally, so that's a free kick. And the players just starting to cast some weak and watery shadows, which is encouraging. You can see quite a bit of blue sky above us now. If you're wondering how I can do that, it's because our commentary position is an open one, which didn't make for an awful lot of fun first thing this morning when it was raining. It's a little bit more pleasant now. And the wind is coming from behind the commentary position, which is protected, so it's not too cold at the moment. Happy days. Easy enough for Tamavali there. It's bowled forward now to that far side by Nico. Down he goes under challenge from Vidmuzik, but play on, say the officials. Vidmuzik takes his time, finds Tarashovsky. Oh, he's given the ball away casually there. To this near side, Stuff. Again, you can see the players, wherever possible, trying to lift the ball up, and Stuff didn't keep that in play. He's just trying to keep the ball off the surface, because it really is a very sticky surface indeed, very difficult to pass the ball around. Pak Ling Lee, the Norway captain, has just tweeted in. Thanks for your tweet, Pak. Come on Estonia, he says. Norway, of course, no longer involved in the tournament, going out at the initial group stage. Jobber with the overhead. Spectacular effort from him. Norway were in a group with Ukraine, Germany and Latvia. Oh, it's in! Marmor again. Tragedy for Wolski. Somehow the ball's escaped him and ended up in the back of the net. Estonia regained the lead, and guess who? Christian Marmor. Who else could it be? Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you want to win the raffle, you've got to buy a ticket. That's exactly what Marmor did on that occasion. He put the attempt in on goal and let the uneven surface do the rest. Tragedy for Wolski. Oh, he's had a miserable time in goal in the last month or so. It's just squirmed through. He was expecting the ball to bounce, it didn't. It squatted past him, and with just 25 seconds remaining in this second period, Estonia ahead once more. So that's 9 goals for Marmor in the tournament now. Takes him up to 3rd place in the scoring charts. Top of the shop is Dejan Stankovic with 14. Joint second is Llorens Gomez of Spain. And Marian Machuca of Romania with 11. And now Marmor has 9. Take 2 on the restart. Stankovic with the shot, blocked by the wall. Sosi. And down goes Piechnik, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the area. Challenge from Minlebaev. And Poland have an opportunity to hit back straight away here. Saganowski popping the bib on, getting ready for his team talk at the end of the second period. But Piechnik has a great opportunity here. And that's why he's got that opportunity. Minlebaev with the challenge, but it was Saganowski once again with a brilliant improvisation. Definite contact. Piechnik goes down. Probably had lost control of the ball actually, but contact was there. Piechnik has the opportunity to draw Poland level. Got 1 goal in the tournament so far against Belarus. Up he steps. Oh, he's put it over the top. Goodness me. From that sort of range, you've got to be scoring. That's what the top sides in Division A do. He went for the top corner and just overcooked it. He's frustrated. And Wolski makes the save right at the end of the second period. It's a period which has been highlighted with 3 goals. Both of the Estonian goals going to Christian Marmor. Poland strike from Saganowski. Who else? It's Estonia in the battle for 3rd place in this group, who holds sway at the moment. It's Estonia 2, Poland 1. Here are the statistics. Poland dominating in terms of attempts, but it's all about getting the ball in the back of the net, and that's what Estonia have done on 1 more occasion than Poland so far. Here's some highlights, and Christian Marmor digging that one out from under his feet to open the scoring in the 3rd minute of the second period, beating Wolski from close range. But then Saganowski levelling affairs with that brilliant skill. The distribution from Wolski. Saganowski still had it all to do, and boy did he do it. Look at that. Superb control, and what a finish. 1-1. That's what it meant to the boys on the bench. Here's the goal that separates the sides now, though. Christian Marmor's second. Ball just bobbling past Wolski. And Estonia, courtesy of that strike, they lead. Toss of the coin to decide who plays in which direction and who kicks us off. 2 captains. Christian Marmor on the right and Thomas Vidmuzik with his back to us there. On the left, handshakes all round. Reminder that next up it's Switzerland against England. Here was I talking about England trying to seal 3rd place in their group. I've just done the maths, and of course they're in 3rd, and that's where they're going to stay. They've got 2 points in their group, which Group 4. Hungary secured a win against England. Hungary also beat Azerbaijan today. So they're up to 5 points, but even if England beats Switzerland today and they move up to 5 points, they can't overtake Hungary because it's all about the head-to-head record. So England in third with 2 points courtesy of a winning in extra time against Azerbaijan on Wednesday. Azerbaijan have lost all 3 of their matches in the group, so they're confirmed bottom of that particular log. And Wisniewski back in goal for Poland in this third and final period, and makes the save from the restart. Estonia in the predominantly white strip with the blue trim. And they're the ones who hold the advantage at the moment. Saganovsky, the overhead from him, over the top. Kus with the header, Saharov forward. Rolled long, too long by Wisniewski. Tarashovsky not able to get on the end of that one. Marcin Wolski's period out on the sand today has lasted just that one period. Unless he gets recalled a little bit later on. Saharov wins that in the air. Jobber races forward. Flick inside from him to Saganovsky on the turn, and he scores again. The big fella. 2 for him, 2 for Marmor. It's a personal duel between them at the moment. In the second minute of this third and final period, 2-2. Jobber the creator, lovely little flick from him. Saganovsky just rolling off the defender. Ironically, it was Marmor, and he's got to brace himself. Saganovsky got 3 hat-tricks in this tournament 2 years ago. He was the top scorer with 14 goals. There's 2 strikes for him today. That take him up to 6 for this tournament. Harvey Tamo. But Tamivali not happy there. He just felt he got kicked in the backside by Vidmuzik. Need in the backside. And very sportingly, Poland give the ball back. The referee didn't award a free kick for that challenge by Vidmuzik. Sosi to Tamo. Marmor's free on the far side, but Tamo decides to have a shot. And there again, it's another example of the issue with this damp, cloying sand. See the way the ball's sticking, and again, no real travel on the surface at all. Shot from Friskimut, comfortable enough for Tamivali. We're starting to see a few people appear in the stands now, a few brave, hardy souls. It's free entry here, so no reason why people shouldn't come along. Certainly as long as the weather improves, showing signs of doing so. Although that blue sky I saw a bit earlier is dissipating once again. The clouds building. Let's hope that doesn't act as an indicator to some more miserable weather to come. Tamo's down there. Complaining he just clashed with Saganovsky. I'm calling Saganovsky Stankovic, doing that because I got a tweet in from Marek Miller who says it's a mistake he often makes. And ever since I've had that tweet, I've got the other name in my mind now. Oh well. It's a long old tournament. Hope you can excuse me. Shot coming in, good save from Tamivali. Daniluk it was with the shot there. Tavi Tamo. Marco Trusalu. And again, the ball just getting stuck in the sand, and Tamivali maybe to get rid of it, particularly when Saganovsky was around. Tumi Piechnik back to his keeper. Friskimmer on the far side. Cushioned header by Piechnik, looking for Saganovsky, who was happy with that. Wasn't quite able to latch onto it, but still. Keep your tweets coming in, hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. You can see the hashtag in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. He really is a magician, Boguslav Saganovsky. Free kick there to Poland. Irvin Stuff is the man who's been penalised. And Pavel Friskimut is the man who will get that free kick, just a push in the back there. We've seen earlier in the tournament players score from this sort of range, not all the time, but just occasionally. But it's much harder today because, as I mentioned, the surface is very sticky, very heavy, and so the low shots, it's going to be much harder to try and get the ball that distance. So that's the reason you saw Friskimut just lift the ball off the sand there, or one of the reasons anyway. And Nico goes back to his keeper. Saharov looks for the overhead. Oh, that was special. It's just glanced off the post, I fancy. Brilliant skill from Alexander Saharov. Wisniewski flying across his goal. Takes his time, Wisniewski. He was able to do that because he was just outside the penalty area. Get rid of it within 4 seconds if he's inside the area. But having moved outside, he was able to just look at all his options. And again, he moves just fractionally outside his penalty area in order to do that. And the players moving in front of him. One of them is Piechnik on that far side. Lennart. Daniluk. Marmor on a hat-trick, remember. Good defensive work from Daniluk though. Got to get rid of it quickly, and they just managed to do that. Daniluk had the ball in his penalty area, and Wisniewski then picked it up. But once Daniluk had possession of the ball, that 4 seconds had started. Marmor, oh, it's in! He's got a hat-trick, Christian Marmor. Tragedy for Wisniewski. There was really nothing he could do though, because that ball kicked up awkwardly, bounced almost at right angles. And the hat-trick for Marmor. He's got all 3 of Estonia's goals, and with just less than 5 minutes to go, or just under 6 minutes I should say. Here we are. Oh, it's wicked, isn't it? Watch this now. Oh, it's kicked off at a horrible angle. Nothing at all that Wisniewski could do about that. And for the 3rd time, Estonia take the lead. So that takes Marmor up to double figures now. Just 1 behind Jurens Gomez and Machi. 3 for him in this match, 10 in the tournament. and he becomes the 19th hat-trick hero. It's the 19th occasion that a hat-trick's been scored in this tournament. And Poland have taken too long in getting rid of that out of the penalty area. Wisniewski can't believe he's done that, but he has. He thought he was outside the area. The referee was in line with the yellow flag that marks the edge of that penalty area, the 9-metre mark. And he was the one penalising Wisniewski. So 19 hat-tricks in this tournament. Stankovic has scored 2, Mojagi has scored 2, and Machi has managed 2 as well. And now Christian Marmor, first hat-trick of the tournament for Estonia. The second hat-trick of the day, Christian Biermann of Germany actually got 4 against Greece in the previous match. Tavi Tamo with the free kick. Oh, it's squirmed under the body of Wisniewski. 4-2 Estonia. They've got some daylight now between themselves and Poland. Well, things not happening for Poland's goalkeepers in the recent past, are they? That was a disaster. It was well struck. I think Wisniewski in his heart of hearts will say he should have saved that. He didn't. Look at his reaction there, you just saw it. He's angry, he's frustrated, and Poland are 2 goals down. Both these sides winless in this second phase. Oh, but Poland have pulled a goal back. And it's Vidmuzik out of absolutely nothing. Jobber, I should say. Take another look at it here. Little Jobber. What a great strike that was. Caught everyone by surprise, most of all me. Tamivali in the Estonian goal, just saying, well, where was the closing down? You can't give Little Jobber that sort of space and expect to get away with it. Goal number 7 in the tournament for him. Poland's top scorer. He's ensured his side are very much still in contention in this match. Knocked away by Vidmuzik. 2 bites at the cherry for Trusalu. Can't take either of them. Oh, Jobber's there. Oh, it's hit the bar. Saganovsky set him up beautifully. He just tried to lift it over Tamivali. Managed to do that, but he also lifted it over the goal in the end. Just wondering, looking at that replay, whether Tamivali got a fingertip to it. It wasn't given as a corner. Jobber again, just off target. This match is boiling up nicely, isn't it? High foot there by Minlabayev. That'll be a free kick. We talk Jobber. What a player he is. He's got Poland's future very much on his shoulders. We were talking a little earlier about Saganovsky, the fact he's 37. Jobber's 10 years younger. Most caps actually, Jobber, in the current squad. More even than Saganovsky. 158 at the start of this World Cup qualifier. Driven in, oh, it's in from distance. Vidmuzik. Well, you wouldn't have expected Tamivali to be beaten from that sort of range, but he was. Vidmuzik scored an absolute beauty there. And Poland are right back in contention, 4-4. Oh, it's raining goals. Thankfully it's not raining the wet stuff from the sky. But all of a sudden, these sides decided to really let their hair down. We're just looking at that replay. You have to question Tamavali's positioning in goal because he didn't go right in the corner at all. Somehow he was beaten though. So it's not been a happy day for the goalkeepers. Beach soccer, quite often that's the case. Wisniewski definitely outside his area this time. Runs Piechnik, cuts inside, that's a good bit of skill. The finish isn't one to match. Just less than 3 minutes to go in this encounter. Fourth match of the day. 26 goals already today. More to come, I'm sure. Many more. 423 in the tournament now. Tamo wins that one easily enough. Flailing arm from Piechnik, he gets away with it against Saharov. Tamo getting there ahead of Saganovsky. Marmor tumbles, and he and Jobber furious, and Saganovsky meanwhile is barking down towards Wisniewski. Where was the service for me, he says. And Marmor and Jobber are both being booked there for that coming together. And Jobber absolutely furious, even gives the referee a thumbs up. He's got to be careful there. Dissent is not something these referees tend to like very much. So both players booked. Heated exchange between the duo. First players actually to go in the referee's notebook in this match. Hasn't been a dirty encounter at all, really. Saharov racing in, trying to get the touch on it. He's not able to do so. It's Piechnik who does that. Concedes the corner. Marmor, the overhead perhaps, yes. Oh, and Saharov at the back post. Oh, so close to getting the touch that would have given Estonia the lead yet again. Doesn't get any closer than that, does it? Saganovsky's in, yes! Piechnik, I think, got the touch. Will it be credited to Saganovsky, though? What's the referee going to decide? If it's Saganovsky, then it's a hat-trick for the big man. I suspect it will go to Saganovsky, but my impression was that was Piechnik. Piechnik was claiming it on the line. Saganovsky with the overhead, and Piechnik with a little flick I rather fancy. I suspect the officials will give that to Saganovsky, though, and if they do, that's a hat-trick. We wait to get the official verdict on that. There's been some curious official verdicts on certain goals that have been scored in this tournament, but one thing we can say with absolute certainty is Poland are in the lead. What a time to go into the lead, right at the death. Just over a minute to go. Marmor with the overhead, oh, he scored, 5-5. Marmor, 4 goals for him. Christian Marmor, he just can't stop scoring in this tournament. That's number 11, the Estonian captain. Oh, this match just keeps giving, doesn't it? It got off to a really slow start. There wasn't a single goal in the first period. You wouldn't have believed that now, would you? 10 in the match up to this point. How about that for a strike? No stopping that with Wisniewski. That's just brilliant. Saganovsky would be pleased with an overhead like that. Oh, and Saganovsky gets the shot in on the restart, and Tamavali pushes it over the top. Just over a minute to go. Is there a winner in here? Oh, Saganowski from point-blank range. Didn't get the contact he wanted, and Tamavali was able to make the save. Are we heading for extra time? Oh, Saharov there. That's off the inside of the post. All of a sudden, the pace of this match is absolutely frantic. What a great finish we've had here. Had 7 goals in this final period. Can't take your eye off it, really. Little flick from Saganowski. Jobber saved by Tamavali. So Mama, 4 for him. He becomes the 5th player to score 4 in a match. Oh, it's in! Saharov! What a strike that is! Well, we've had some picture book goals in this last period, we really have. It's been champagne beach soccer. Saharov strikes. The lead's changed hands again, but this time there's only 13 seconds remaining. Well, that was special again, wasn't it? Fingertips from Wisniewski, but he couldn't keep it out. Alexander Saharov, as he got the winner. You wouldn't like to call it the way the goals have been raining in the recent past. It's a 4th goal in the tournament for him. Jobber with the shot. Well, less than a minute ago, Poland were 5-4 up. They're now 6-5 down. That's what can happen in beach soccer. Seconds ticking away, and they've ticked all the way away. So Estonia finished 3rd in the group. Poland get the wooden spoon in Group 1. And they're going to be battling it out for 13th place. Estonia have got the chance to battle it out for 9th spot in this tournament. Handshakes for Saganowski. He doesn't deserve to be on the losing side, does he? Hat-trick for him if that last goal counts in his favour. He's walking off a disappointed man. His side has been beaten by the Christian Marmor show. 4 goals for Marmor, 1 for Tavi Tamo, and 1 sensational overhead from Alexander Saharov to win it for Estonia. Poland's other goals going to Vitok Jobber and Thomas Vidmuzik. A match which started slowly, but in the end had just about everything, I think. Sensational entertainment. Hope you've enjoyed it. Saganowski takes the applause, but in the end Estonia take the points. Poland with more efforts, but in the end Estonia a little bit more clinical in front of goal. What a wonderful match that turned out to be. Poland 5, Estonia 6. Let's have a look at the highlights. There were precious few in the first period. It's just about the best of them from Thomas Vidmuzik. Things really livened up thereafter. Again, not a great deal there in that first period to get excited about. That was about the closest we came to a goal. Vidmuzik with that free kick saved by Tamavali. And it all kicked off in the second period. Marmor opening the scoring, digging the ball out from under his feet there. Really good turn away from Jobber. That was 1-0. And Saganowski got the first of his goals with that brilliant turn and an emphatic finish with that favourite left foot of his, feeding off the throw from Marcin Wolski. 1-1. And it became 2-1 with this overhead from Marmor. Sneaking under the body of Marcin Wolski. It was Tavi Tamo's goal that made it 4-2. Vitok Jobber. That was 3rd goal for Poland, and there's Poland's equaliser that made it 4 apiece. Thomas Vidmuzik. And then, was that a hat-trick for Saganowski, or did Piechnik get a touch? That was 5-4 for Poland with a minute to go. But then Christian Marmor with his 4th goal, spectacular overhead, brought it level. It looked as though we were heading for extra time. Alexander Saharov had other ideas though. How about that for a finish with just seconds remaining? to give Estonia the points. 6-5. Terrific stuff, great entertainment. Rego Tonsberg, he enjoyed it. I think we all did. Here are the final standings in Group 1 in terms of 3rd and 4th place anyway. Estonia claiming 3rd spot and Poland winless in this 2nd stage. It's Italy and Belarus, that's the last match of the day today. And the winner will go forward to the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup Finals 2015.